And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
What's the deal, y'all? 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 Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network, and we back in this thing like, cook, cracking this thing, giving you some news you can use. Knowledgeito, you can't get nobody's college-ito, bro. Make sure you get in this good content. Hit that subscribe button, become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, some knowledgeito. You can't get nobody's college-ito, big dog. Make sure you drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers will get a $150 cash tap in from me. And make sure you drop another comment, because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers will get a $500 cash tap in from me, a $500 cash tap in from T. Rellington over there on Back on Fig. Can you dig, my nigga? Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. That's a good thou wow when we get to 50,000 subscribers. 150 when we get to 20,000. However, y'all just made a good point, man. That's a lot of members. If you ain't a member, you probably not gonna get that chili, big dog, because the chili giveaway is 100% for the members. So hit that membership button. Make sure you become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Become a member, become a member, become a member, because yes, only members will be qualified to get the 150, the 500, the 500. Yeah, that's 1,000, 500 twice. Make sure you a member, because if you're not a member, you're not gonna get it, big dog. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Will we be giving away a little bit of chili on every now and again to the non-members? Of course we will. But the members, oh yeah, y'all the ones that need to go ahead and move like the woo-wop with the booty band, because it will only be members who win the 150 and $1,000. So become a member, you know what I'm saying? Do that. You stop right now. Just go do that. Anyway, make sure you get into my newest single, Doing My Thing. Out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure you get into that. Make sure you get into that, man. Doing My Thing. Out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure you get into that. If you ain't got into that, Jack, y'all know the deal, man. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the deal, man. Get into that. Doing My Thing. Out now on all streaming platforms, man. Make sure y'all get into that. Y'all know the deal, man. Rich Trapper. Become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Become a member. Subscribe. Notify. Real quick. Man, make sure y'all tap in. We back in this thing, man. We got Wack violates Greedo after he criticizes Kendrick and company. We finna jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
That he brought on stage with him during that performance.
Oh, 3's doing this?
Greedo kind of got in on it too, sort of clowning some of the guys who were on stage, saying basically like, y'all up any future potential Drake co-sign, and went very out of your way to co-sign this guy, and it does not appear that Kendrick is planning on supporting any of them in any way. Nobody's getting a feature, etc. Do you think that that's actually a valid argument? Is that fair?
In the moment of Kendrick versus Drake, as far as us being a coast, if anybody has their opinion, that's their opinion. We're not mad at the opinion. Everybody should be entitled to their opinion. I think that culturally, as the West Coast, a lot of our problems stem from there's always that one person that has to publicly go against the grain. All opinions can be had behind closed doors, off camera, off mic, and all that kind of stuff, because it's not like we don't all know each other. It's not like we don't all politic with each other. It's not like we don't all be in the same circles and surroundings and all that kind of stuff. So all things can be said. Why do they have to be said out loud and publicly, where the opposition or the imposing forces can say, see, look at him. When the West Coast wins, we all win. When the West Coast is solidified, we're all together. When the West Coast stands tall, we all get that victory. I'm not sure why it has to always be that one person to go against the grain publicly. If you want to go against the grain privately, cool. But why does it have to be accountable? Why does it have to be done so out loud?
It's not valid. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
And I hate to say this, but 03, you open up the door to it, so I got to speak on it.
Oh, good.
First of all, he's thinking from the mindset of a guy that had to pay homage for his representation to have an identification in the streets of hip-hop. Right?
What are you saying?
03.
Wack just said a whole lot of nothing. Nothing.
Is not Kendrick. Kendrick is authentically from Compton. He grew up in the West Side.
You're saying Greedo's not from...
No, Greedo from like...
Hey, chat, we're going to do this reaction, but I would love Don Drill Johnson, just hold that question till we done doing this reaction. I would love to go through it, because we're going to definitely chop it up. But please, y'all can converse amongst yourselves in the chat. But if you're looking for my response, I'm going to do it after I do this reaction video. So just make sure y'all hold all the questions, and I'll make sure that woo-wop and bam. But that's a beautiful question. Don Drill Johnson, please hold on to it, because I would love to come back to it for sure. Just remind me, bro.
Sacramento or something. Shout out to Runchy. I'll call Runchy right now. Without Runchy from Gray Street Wash Crip, right? Without Runchy, it wouldn't be no 03. Runchy had 03 bringing him around me and Game, but nobody knew who the fuck 03 was backstage, introducing him to people.
You're talking about how long ago?
Right.
Long ass time ago before he got locked up and shit?
Maybe 15, 16, 17, somewhere like that.
Damn,
right?
that's that vintage Greedo.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So for him to say, you messed up a Kendrick Lamar feature, which probably would have never happened for these guys.
Drake.
A Drake Lamar feature, right? And Kendrick's not going to probably do anything for you guys. See, he's missing the
I don't think that, first of all, going into it like, hey, I'm going to need this out of Kendrick, or I'm going to need this out of him later was probably the wrong way to go into it. It's people who, first of all, we watched Meet the Whoops, Rimble, Bino, and a cast of other up-and-coming, I think they're called the Cuzzos. Cuzzos, I believe that's what they call it. A cast of other LA artists come.
Can we go get the groceries out the bush?
Wait a second, I'll tell you when.
Okay.
All right. The Cuzzos and a cast of other people get their flowers on one of the biggest stages in California. Let's clap it up for them. Everybody who got to perform at that Kendrick and Friends pop out from LA got to perform at that Forum, got to be on that billboard and all that kind of stuff. We not finna downplay anything they had going on. We not finna talk bad about it. We not, oh, they only got it because of this. Oh, well, Kendrick not even finna blah, blah. That's being a hater, bro. Anything outside of a congratulations is being a hater. You know what I'm saying? Storm DeBarge out there doing her woo-wop. She out there everywhere dancing, going crazy. That girl that went to New York dancing off the Kendrick show. Come on, bro. She everywhere right now if you know who she is. She everywhere. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All I'm saying is, when it comes time for all this kind of stuff and these type of congratulations, sometimes the way Problem, what is Problem calling himself? Jason, I forget his last name. Y'all can help me in the chat. But I'm gonna just say Problem because I can't remember Jason Problem's real last name because that he's going by now. But Problem, shout out to his project he got with DJ Quick. He made a good point. Problem was like, man, it was like a family reunion. Jason Martin. Thank you, Jason Martin. Jason Martin, because he don't want to go by Problem no more. He want to go by Jason Martin. Thank you. My man Jason Martin, shout out to bro, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as Problem. He made a good point. He was like, man, that pop-out was like going to a family reunion. You feel me? That shit was like going to a family reunion, and we had a great time, but sometimes your favorite cousin can't make it. You got to come to the next one. That's the best way to put it. But we're not going to not enjoy ourselves. We're not going to not have fun. We're not going to not smile. We're not going to not, do the electric slide and all that kind of stuff and all that. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We watched the video. We watched the video where Greedo, I was sitting next to Flacco on No Jumper Live when Greedo texted him and said he got hacked. We're very aware. All I'm simply saying is this is not to bash Greedo, but to make the statement of, well, y'all messed up any opportunity for a Drake feature. Well, Kendrick ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. That's hater. Let them men shine. Because what we know is if Problem would have been on that stage as an invited guest, he would have did his woo-wop. I'm not Problem. Greedo would have been on, Problem was there. If Greedo would have been on that stage as an invited guest, he would have did his woo-wop and we would be cheering for Greedo. We would be cheering for Greedo. You feel me? So I'm not saying that he said anything bad. What I'm saying is everything doesn't need to be said publicly. When one win as a West Coast artist and we stand behind that artist and we champion that artist and we push that artist and we all still continue to get our wins, we all win together. They already say the West can't stand together. They already say the West Coast is this, the West Coast is that, the West Coast blah, 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 the West Coast blah, blah, blah. All I'm simply saying is more uniformity. We got to be unified like the school district, y'all. That's all I'm saying. LA got to be unified like the school district. That's all I'm saying. Everything isn't meant to be said publicly. You feel me? We the West.
Concept of it's not about that. It's just about being real. It's just about that they really respect and fuck with Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick don't have to fucking bribe or pay for no passage, right, to anywhere on the.
And is it safe to say, yeah, Drake does a lot of work with up-and-coming artists, but that's for a selfish intent. Drake ain't working with up-and-coming artists because bro, Dark Corner, you gotta go for that one, bro. You tripping, my nigga. Hey, mods, Dark Corner Jay, he gotta go for that. You tripping, bro. We not doing that type of disrespect. You tripping, bro. You tripping. Somebody in the chat just made a disrespectful comment about Sonya Massey. That's not anything we playing about, bro. You out of here, bro. Yeah, you done for that. We not doing that. We don't do no disrespect. God bless that woman. You tripping, bro. You tripping. Anyway, yeah, Drake might be giving these artists a leg up. We're not going to say he's not. Yeah, Drake might be giving these artists a boost. We're not going to say he's not. Drake is also profiteering from these artists, getting the majority of the splits going his way. The artists be so happy to get a Drake feature, they give him all the money off the record. You feel me? He uses them to stay, exactly, he uses them to stay relevant. Now, does he make them more popping and all that? Yes. It's a two-way exchange. I know robbery and a fair exchange and all that kind of stuff. But that's Drake's IE. That's Drake's MO, excuse me, IE. I was thinking of the Inland Empire. I was thinking, my mind is thinking about something totally different. I'm actually thinking about some shoes that I know that they got at the Ontario Mills that I need to order to have sent to me. That's actually what I thought, IE. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a great picture. Anyway, Drake is using that, like I hate to say it, but Wack is right. He is using that kind of stuff for passage. Drake does a song with The Game to be safe in Compton. Drake does a song with Lil Baby to be smooth in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Drake, he uses these people as passage through his colonization. You know what I'm saying? His transatlantic slave trade. He's just passing through, collecting friends along the way. Yeah, it helps the people if you're smart enough to figure out to make it work for you. But ultimately, Drake's not doing it because he's this great guy. He's not doing it because he's this great guy. He's doing it because it profiteers. You feel me?
West Coast. Compton got his back. West Side, NWA, Nellis West Answers got his back, and all through Compton got his back. He don't got to go over there and pay. Now, what he chooses to do and what he chooses to look out for, the kindness of his heart, right, for people he love and fuck with. You know, if I ain't mistaken, I could be wrong. Rest in peace, Pump. You know what I mean? I think he helped contribute to his funeral. That's a G homie. Could do, right? But he's not a guy that has to pay his way. And Greedo was speaking from the mindset of a guy that had to pay his way.
Now, this is what I will say, because I'm a guy who's had to pay his way. You feel me? A lot of the things that I got in life come from past situations where I had to pay for features, pay for interviews, pay for this. Yeah, it might not be like that now, but my foundation is built on having a budget and finances to support what I wanted and support my dream and be able to do certain things, i.e. paying my way. So I'm not going to sit here and say there's anything bad about that, because I'd be lying if I said that I've never paid somebody to interview me. I'd be lying if I said I've never paid for a feature, but I have paid for people to interview me so I can get on bigger platforms. I have paid for blogs and YouTube channels and Instagram channels and internet sources and all that kind of stuff to highlight me, because yeah, sometimes you got to pay your way. So that you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. It happens.
Don't shoot me.
You got to have a budget for marketing, advertising, promotion.
You know, okay. I can call Runchy and we can talk about it, right? You had to pay your way.
What I think Greedo and academics might be missing out on, regardless of paying his way, which I'm not sure about that narrative, but
that's what they're saying.
What I think they might be missing out on, though,
Kendrick got to give these guys verses for coming out and supporting them authentically.
This is my thing.
Some bullshit.
Kendrick allowing them to be on stage with him was the payment, because that was a massive cosign for every single dude that was on stage with him. It's not
these dudes are on billboards all through LA. These dudes perform at the Great Western Forum. Some people have never performed at that venue in life and will never perform at that venue again in life. Some of them dudes had bro, if you was in that picture get framed and go on a bookshelf at your grandma's house with all the pictures, bro. Come on now.
Go do a verse.
The wrong word.
Also,
fuck eliminate this
Kendrick do a verse for another artist? Almost never.
Eliminate this payment shit. It was just genuine love. This what he decided to do. This ain't, I'm doing this for y'all to support me. They already supported him. Right? Eliminate that shit. The homies ain't going for that. Top ain't going for that. And Kendrick ain't. That's not how we see Kendrick, to where you got to pay your way.
We haven't heard any of the people who are on stage act as if they feel like there wasn't some kind of promise.
Everybody who was on that stage was so happy to be there, and we love those gentlemen. We love those ladies. We love everybody who was on that stage, and we proud of y'all, man. Here at TNN Trap News Network, if you was on that stage doing your woo-wop as an artist, as a dancer, as a support system, or even just there, somebody taking pictures, whatever, blah, 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 however you made it onto that stage doing whatever, man, we proud of you here at TNN Trap News Network. I wasn't there. I would have loved to be there. Upon further review, a lot of the people was like, hey, bro, you should have just came. But okay, I didn't. You feel me? Because I didn't know. But I'm so proud of y'all anyway. Ain't no point in being a hater, bro. Show some love.
It's fulfilled to them. This is strictly coming from Wack and Greedo, who are kind of on the outside of this. Even though Greedo said that he would have been there if he was in town. I believe he was at some sort of fashion show.
He definitely wouldn't have been there. Runchy
think?
was there.
You don't think he would have been welcome there or what? Because look,
what's the basketball player from Compton that was there? He definitely wouldn't have been there.
I have no idea.
He wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have been there, bro. I'm telling you.
The Greedo's quote.
Well, I was sitting next to Flockiana when Greedo texted him and said that he was like at a fashion show in Paris and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to Greedo for making that huge step.
Was I fuck with Dot? I was invited, but I couldn't make it. At the end of the day, you can't be everywhere at once. No, wait, that's what they said. Yeah,
he wouldn't have went. Runchy was there.
I mean, he said he could. He said he was invited.
Nah, I'm trying to tell you.
Look at how everything involving that beef got so much.
Let's see. Here go the thing, though. I gotta say it because a lot of y'all gonna say, you know, WAP. They say Wack wasn't there because Wacko was there. So you know, I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but they say Wack is dodging Wacko. That's what they saying.
Engagement, like 6,700 likes on a tweet of him just because he spoke about Kendrick. Like that's such a. The Kendrick stimulus package was really something.
I mean, end of the day, bro, people showed up at Kendrick because they respect Kendrick, and that's it. It ain't about no Kendrick got a paid.
I could be wrong. That's just what a little birdie told me, though. Don't take me as it.
And
they say Wack is dodging some of them Compton Paru dudes.
Gotta do this.
Excuse me, them Bompton Paru dudes.
Shit, people just gently showed him fuck with him.
And can you imagine if any of the people on that stage thought that they were actually going to be rewarded with a Kendrick feature at the end of it? A Kendrick feature is worth like multiple millions of dollars.
That wasn't that. Yeah. Like that people, bro, that wasn't that. That wasn't even anybody's mindset.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was thinking that. Oh, they were just thinking, hey, this is tight. We're on stage with the biggest artist.
Think about it. It wasn't like they were doing, the people were there for Kendrick. Right? Kendrick allowed, see if he called back. Kendrick allowed.
And Game wasn't there because Game shows the wrong side of the beef, but the Game is always on the wrong side of history. Always on the wrong side of history. I said this in another video. If you beefing with somebody and Game takes your side, you probably finna lose. At that point, you want to go ahead and make peace because the Game is always historically on the wrong side of history. Always. He always chooses bad. He's like a historic wrong side picker. Amazing rapper, amazing artist, probably one of the best fathers walking the planet. We love and support all the black dads. Predicting beefs and being on the correct side of winning in history, unfortunate loss. Unfortunate loss. Historically, Game is not who you ever want to side with. So, if you're ever beefing with somebody and the Game choose your side, go make peace with that person because the Game is always on the wrong side of history. Always.
The up-and-coming rappers, the greater LA area, should take the stage with him.
Right.
No, that's real. The Game is co-signing you, you're doing something wrong, for sure.
Front of his crowd. So in turn, he introduced his crowd to these people. And I think it was a large percentage of those people who grabbed their phone, followed them, found them, maybe went to their Spotify, listened to their music. So man, that's priceless.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about him and shit. It was totally
priceless.
Worth it. Yeah.
And then he wasn't done. We went back to the streets. I seen him go to the Nickerson Gardens with the Compton and brought all the kids out.
Now, this is what I will say, too. I actually watched the Kendrick concert in Lamert Park. And every one of those artists that performed, I'm in Lamert Park. They got the big screen. I forget the name of the store, but they was showing the concert. But I was in Lamert Park. I was watching on the big TV screen. And every artist that performed, it might not have been the person to my left. All right, let's put it like this. It's 10, hypothetically speaking, it's 10 artists performing. The person to my left knew all the words to the first song, to the first artist. The person to my right knew all the words to the second artist. The person in front of me knew all the words to the third artist. The person behind me knew all the words to the fourth artist. All four of them might have knew all the words to the fifth artist. The person to the diagonal might have knew all the words to the sixth artist. The person diagonal this way might have knew all the words to the seventh artist. The eighth artist and the ninth artist, everybody might have sung together. The 10th artist, everybody might have sung together. And it, like, everybody had a crowd. Everybody had a fan base. Everybody had popularity. Everybody had support. The fact of the matter is, LA was behind those people in real time. I was in Lamert Park when that concert was being streamed live. That shit was lit. I can only imagine the energy in that building because I know the energy in Lamert Park. Every artist who hit that stage, had from where I was watching, had a support system.
You know what I mean? And you did a great video.
If Kendrick was dealing with people who are on stage, basically like acting as if, oh, you had me on stage, now you won't do anything else for me, that wouldn't really surprise me that much because there's definitely that kind of entitled mentality that comes from you know, a decent amount of people from the hood
Definitely an entitled.
sometimes, but I have no reason to think that any of the people on stage there would have
Crips,
felt that way.
Yo, Runchy. We live on No Jumper. This family. I'm telling Adam, because he's talking about what Greedo had to say about the Kendrick shit, right? And I'm telling him his state of mind is that you got to pay the piper because he came in the game like that. Without Runchy, would have been no 03. But he's saying 03 didn't show up because he had something to do. I said no. 03 has
Appreciate it, Nisi Pie.
didn't show up because he knew Runchy was going to be there. Am I right or wrong, Nev?
Come on, man. You know I ain't gonna play no games, man.
This is what's real. This is who brought 03 into. Without him, no 03 Greedo.
Okay. So, in terms of the grapes that fuck with Greedo and the ones who don't, he's on the don't side at this point. That's what you're saying.
No, that's
He
great.
still
trick.
fucks with him.
No, he don't fuck with Greedo.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's two sides now.
But it is not his fault. Greedo did some bad business. He even attempted. You know what I'm saying?
I talk to more niggas in prison than some in the streets. I still live by that code.
That's real shit. So
I'm not no young nigga. I'm 38 years old, homie. I still live by the principle of morals. Nigga, you can never be on no paperwork and be around me straight up.
oh yeah, that is a paperwork factor. And guess what? Because he was trying to get his business straight with Greedo, right? When that paperwork was going on, remember I never said nothing, right? That was out of respect to Runch. You know, out of pure respect to Runch. You know, I never ran it.
I noticed that you didn't say shit when that Greedo shit was going down before you.
That was out of respect to Runch. All right, Runch, I get back with you, nephew. Yeah, that's real shit. So
Yikes.
he wouldn't have did that because of that. But yeah, bro, 11 years for the case, 21 years enhancements. Yeah, that's real shit.
Adam 22 had the only thing that I could even think to say. Yikes. We're not going to comment on that.
So
Yikes.
he wouldn't have did that because of that. But yeah, bro, 11 years for the case, 21 years enhancements. I know this for a fact talking to the homies.
Now, what we will say is, historically, because we've been speaking a lot about historics and all that kind of stuff, historically, Wack is not always the most truthful person. Let's throw that in there for a disclaimer. You feel me? I ain't gonna get involved in what Greedo got going on with his homies or what he don't got going on with his homies. Got love and support for Greedo, love and support for the grapes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man PJ. You know what I'm saying? It's the homie, you know. Don't worry about it. That's my guy though. Got a lot of love for PJ. We're not gonna get involved in that. But yikes. Adam 22 voice.
They're saying when they leave in the county jail with these enhancements, they're getting the CDC and the counselors are knocking the enhancements off, saying we're not honoring it and changing the dates. So even if he get 10 years knocked off, that brings him down to 22, which he'll do like 18. How long he been gone?
Slim died 5 years ago?
It's been 5 years.
I think so. 2019, maybe 2020.
So 18 to come down to 13 or 14. They'll knock that off. A good time.
2021. So it's been
3 years. So they gave him
3.5
5 years, probably good time. 18 to come down to 13 years, 80%. He'd be out in a dime.
You got any particular love for Slim or you have a relationship with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fuck with Slim. I wanted to manage him as a comedian.
Oh, right. I remember this.
Big shout out to Slim 400, man. God bless the day. God bless the day. Nothing but love and support to Slim 400, man. Mr. Icewater himself. Anyway, man, we're finna get about to the next one. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, man. Ha. Free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone.